Welcome back to our Sonic Frontiers jumpless playthrough. We're going to try and see if we can get through the game without jumping once. Our next stop is at Ares Island. The rules for this challenge was on the first video, but if you didn't watch it, then the rules are we can't jump or double jump, and I'm allowed to use glitches. There are a couple techniques we learned on the first island that I'll go over once we use them. Now, why would you be here before watching the first video? I don't know, I'm not your dad. I'm not going to be spoiling much of the last video anyway, so go watch the video. And maybe while you're at it, like the video and this video, and maybe subscribe. It's free. Once we make it to Ares Island, we're going to start by exploring the island and collecting enough medals to free Knuckles from his prison. And once we do, we unlock a new combat skill for Sonic. Man, maybe we should have freed Amy. We could have gotten the counterattack skill from her. Oh well. After freeing our boy Knuckles, we'll need to collect the Chaos Emerald to continue the story. To even get the Chaos Emerald, we'll need some Vault Keys, and to even get the Vault Keys, we'll need to clear some Cyberspace stages. And to play those Cyberspace stages, we'll need Portal Gears, so I guess we'll get some gears. While exploring the island, there were a couple bosses we can fight to get a couple Portal Gears. There's the Shark and the Sumo, which are very easy fights which require no jumping. You can also attempt to fight the Strider. I didn't, but let me know if you were crazy enough to beat it jumpless. Now that we have a couple gears, we do have an opportunity to do a couple stages. Now, I decided to just play the first stage I see and simply just try it. My attempts at finding these stages could have been a little more planned. I was mostly running around getting lost since I was being stubborn and not looking up the map. I eventually found a stage after 30 minutes. Our first cyberspace stage is 2-3, which happens to be a 2D level. This will be a little tricky for us since we are stuck on a 2D plane and can't really maneuver ourselves that well. The stage introduces us to the accelerator guns. These guns have you push a button and Sonic will go in that direction of whichever button you press. Of course, some may say you're pressing the jump button to go in a vertical direction, but I'm not going to count these as jumping. If you were fired out of a gun, would you consider yourself jumping? Yeah, didn't think so. Once we start the level, it's straightforward until we have our branching pathways. Now you can either take the top or bottom route for this non-specific accelerator gun. If you take the first bottom path, there will be a ledge blocking your way. Head back and hit the spring and use the infinite bounce technique to get over this ledge. To use this bootleg bounce bracelet technique, right after you stomp to bounce, use the air boost and immediately hold the stomp button to bounce again. And by using this combination of buttons, you can relive your SA2 childhood. Now we could do this, or we could just take the top path and completely avoid this. Once we make our way to the second gun, we can choose either to take the top or bottom path. Like the first time, the bottom path is the harder of the two because of these sets of platforms. We take a couple of springs to get to the first platform, we really have no way up without jumping. I did some testing, and if you stomp attack at the right moment, Sonic will be able to stomp. Now it seems like it would be easy to spam the button to stomp, right? But we do have to hold it to bounce, so this does need a little bit of practice to get it done correctly. Bounce, then boost to the next platform to immediately perform another bounce. Then do the same for the last platform and we can move on with the stage. However, if you don't want to deal with that type of headache, just take the top path. A lot faster and you'll have to pull your hair out. I would probably lie here and say that these obstacles are just the beginning, but that's actually it. The stage is very easy to get through without jumping. I even attempted to do all the optional missions, and they were all very easy. You can easily do all the missions in one attempt. With this, we can get our first Chaos Emerald. Head to the altar and use the side of the stairs to reach the interaction point. We can collect our first Chaos Emerald. As soon as we collect this, Sonic runs into the Titan of this island, the Wyvern. This random little girl decides to have this Titan chase us and try to kill Sonic. I seriously don't know what this girl's problem is. Does she got daddy issues or something? Once we're in control, we are put into an automated segment where Sonic is always running. All we need to do is run like our lives depended on it, which it kinda does. Surprisingly, it's very easy to complete this section without jumping. Dodge the missiles, and homing attack any springs, balloons, or pulleys to gain any high ground. With that, this very short section is complete, and I kinda wanna get revenge on this flying loser. After completing the chase, head over to this part of the map and lock on to this enemy who likes to shoot lasers at you. With this enemy, we're going to be enrolling Sonic into the Hedgehog space program. While locked on, press the dodge button, and then immediately press the stomp button to use the stomp attack, and then immediately after use the boost button, and if you time it correctly...
Houston, we have a problem.
Sonic will gain this incredible height, and we can head straight to the arena where we're supposed to fight the Wyvern. Like before, if you didn't watch the last video, the Titan isn't here. So once again, we're in a little predicament. It's not a problem though. It is a very small window from my experience, but if we head to this part of the arena, the wyvern instantly transmissions itself to the tower. Well, okay then. Now we can clearly see this tower is very tall and enormous, though this is actually going to be really tricky to get up here without Okay, I lied. This tower is incredibly easy to get on top of. I found myself taking this rail up to this platform and then going to the left of it, getting straight to the tower. All you have to do is just let the automated stuff take you straight to the top. Now if you just wait for the wyvern to pass, homing attack it to immediately start the next segment. This part is another automated segment where we have to reach the wyvern's head. The road that he generates isn't so bad though. Once we reach any gaps, there will be these laser bars to homing attack. We can use those to get across safely. Dodge any incoming bullets by pressing left and right, and we can successfully reach the purple Chaos Emerald. With 2 Chaos Emeralds in hand, Sonic turns into Supersonic, and the wyvern fight begins. This is a very simple, jumpless encounter for us, since Sonic is always flying. Just hit the Titan a lot, throw him into a mountain, and give him a nice dietary meal of missiles to defeat it. And just like that, we're able to break through it all and complete Ares Island without jumping. Thanks for watching. I'm in the middle of going through the next island and oh boy. Just know, I'm hard at work and I'll try to get out the next part as soon as possible. Check out my other videos while you're here, and if you haven't already, seriously, check out the first part of this challenge. Take care everyone.